to get sued, so he just be quiet. He just done left me out here with the wolves, you know? I said, Teddy, how you just gonna do me like that? Teddy said, listen, I got you to $1 million. Teddy said, I got you to $1 million, but that's as far as I can take you. The sky's the limit for you here. This is where I stop. Get someone else to do it. What's going on, winos? Woo, y'all almost didn't get this show today, but I said, you know what? It's just like any other job. I got to go to work. I can't be calling out last minute. Lord knows I wish I could hit you with the I'm sick, you know what I'm saying? And then y'all see me in Publix. I thought you said you was sick. We done put our alarm clocks on and we ready to watch you. Y'all be having the wine parties even during the week and stuff. And then you in Publix eating chicken? Yeah. I see y'all. Hey, I need y'all to put the ticket emoji in the chat if y'all coming to the October 20th show to see me live on stage in Miami. I need to know who got their tickets, okay? And remember, moderators, drop the link so that those that don't have their tickets can get their tickets, okay? Now, listen, less than 200 left. We're doing amazing. I mean, shoot, I can see us being sold out by the end of next month. Shoot. Y'all better go ahead and get payday or put them on Klarna or Affirm or whatever you got to do and get your butt down here to Miami, okay? Let me shout out, what's the name? London's Boutique, okay? Now, London's Boutique must be OG winos, all right? Now, they're a clothing boutique. I think I do have a few of their pieces I'm going to be wearing here in the next few videos and stuff like that. But they sent your girl some apothic red. I sure wish I could drink it, too. But I'm helping Jasmine. I'm not drinking because Jasmine not drinking. We're doing this together. Okay, I see you, Miss Mama, with the ticket. I see you, Leslie, with the ticket. I see you, Shonda, with the ticket. Antoinette with the ticket. Okay, shout out to all the tickets for October 20th. Now, you know it's Halloween. We're going to be doing a Halloween costume. So y'all make sure, Halloween, prize for the best Halloween contest. So y'all make sure y'all wear y'all best Halloween contest. I'm coming with mine. Okay? Now, let me see. You got your ticket, Antoinette? Okay, Miami Butterfly. You ain't got it. Yes, you do. Y'all stop saying that. Just like y'all be telling me to stop saying that I'm broke. Listen, I ain't taking no more advice from rich people until I get rich. So until then, all the advice come from broke people. Full show for y'all today. Full show. Ain't nobody pregnant. Y'all stop. I already saw the videos. I am not pregnant. I can't afford no more kids right now, okay? Listen, that child gonna be on Medicaid. I'm not even gonna lie to you, all right? Okay, I see you, Kevin Scam, with your ticket to the October 20th show. Who we got, Jasmine? Definitely gonna be talking about Jamie Foxx and this party he throwing for this mysterious illness addiction that he got over, okay? Kevin Hart, you know, it's been a long time coming. It's time for me to address the elephant in the room, okay? It's time for me to address the baby elephant in the room. We're going to discuss that, okay? Travis Scott. Yeah, getting kicked out of, we got kicked out of the Middle East. Told them people don't play with us like that, especially when you're married to them Kardashians. They said no. Nene Leakes' sons, okay? Who's in possession of what? Definitely going to be discussing that. I got a little exclusive information on that. I don't think it's really that exclusive. I mean, who don't know? If you don't know, now you're going to know today, okay? So we'll be discussing that. And last but not least, Carlee Russell, okay? And on after this at 7:30, I believe we're going to go to 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on TashaKLive.com right after this, okay? So if you want to see that show, you definitely have to subscribe via the website. We're going to be talking about Ed Sheeran, okay? He's the new modern-day Elvis Presley. I've been watching him move since that Marvin Gaye lawsuit. And today is time to let's get it on, okay? Yeah. I got a few things I wanna discuss about that. Definitely Ice Cube now speaking on Kanye West on Piers Morgan. Out of all the websites you could go to that's black owned and things like that, and you want to talk about our culture, you want to sit with the ops to discuss our own people to save yo. I got some issues with that. Definitely going to be discussing the victory that our legendary radio personality, the first to have a radio show in New York, black host Miss Jones, just won her lawsuit against Bishop Robbery. Definitely going to be discussing that victory there, okay? And Sukiyana out in London. Yeah, for the first time. I don't even think she ever used her passport past the Caribbeans. So this is the first time she's probably been over the sea, okay? Before she went in the sea, I wish she would have just stayed there. But this time she decided to fly over the land, and she thought, I just want her, you know what, we're going to discuss that. I just wanted to go where Kim went before, and they told her she couldn't go, or the influencer that went to Dubai and screamed out in public, okay? Disorderly conduct. You know, she would be somewhere where no one won't be able to get her. There's no negotiation, and I don't think Joe Biden's going to negotiate Sukiyana, okay? All right, all that and more coming up at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on TashaKLive.com. But without further ado, we got some sponsors that we need to brag about, which means boldly raise a glass to hold that thought. We'll be right back with Jamie Foxx after the break. Let's go! Ever since I've had kids, I lose countless hours of sleep trying to keep them safe. And being a parent or caregiver already comes with its own set of fears, and I don't want to add any fears of my child being taken or lost. And that's why I've partnered with Elaine J, who provides a child safety kit for our peace of mind. The child safety kit folds up just like a brochure. It can fit in your glove compartment, wallet, or purse so that caregivers and parents can access information quickly in case their child gets lost or taken. If you notice your child missing, contact authorities immediately and have your child safety kit ready. Let's put the wine down for a second, because at times like this, we need to take a shot of the olive leaf extract, because the olive leaf boosts our immune system and has been known to reverse high blood pressure, lupus, diabetes, and certain cancers. Check them out at myoliveleaf.biz to learn more and to order, or simply click the link below in the description box. Now back to the wine. All right, and we're back. Remember, please like this video, share this video. Okay, definitely subscribe. You do, in order to comment, you do have to subscribe, okay? And shout out again to Facebook and Rumble. Okay, now we're going to start with Jamie Foxx, okay? And I'm standing up because I've been sitting down all day, okay? So I'm going to stand up probably majority of this show today. All right, so Jamie Foxx, interesting, throwing a party, as he always does. You know, everybody in Hollywood knows about Jamie's parties. I don't think there's any celebrity that I've talked to, even non-celebrity that I've talked to, that haven't been to one of Jamie Foxx's parties, whether they're butt naked on the basketball court or, you know, just whatever. I mean, there's not a soul that Jamie hasn't given a couch to, okay? Now, to hear, after the whole country has been praying for him now, you know, the whole damn country, to hear Jamie throwing himself a party to celebrate his recovery from an undisclosed medical complication has me saying, you don't say. Now, you know what this is giving, you know, especially with him jumping out, because I know a lot of y'all talking about clone. I don't think it has anything to do with that. I don't think it has anything to do with him being a clone or AI or anything like that. You know, it was his daughter. If his daughter would have never came to the internet to tell us that he was not, nobody would be wondering where he was, like we wondering what happened to Carlee Russell, because that's what it's given. Everybody just disappearing, getting sick, and we don't have a clue. Why even come tell us? We didn't ask you for, did we ask Jamie for that information? Did we ask his daughter for that information? He could have left the internet for 3 months, had his daughter post. We wouldn't have known a damn thing. We wouldn't have cared. We would have assumed he was somewhere filming or having a party. You know, word on the street is he loved a party. Party so much Oprah had to step in and call all the black OGs to do an intervention on him. Y'all don't remember that? When he was filming Ray? Trying to act like he was blind to the success? He couldn't be canceled or fired? Y'all remember that? When Oprah stepped in and said, you gonna lose your job. You about to lose your job. Say it with me. You gonna lose your job. He all of a sudden he could see again. Because he was filming that movie right when all that was going down. See, I do my backstory on this, okay? Now, there's, like I said, there's not a, I probably call up one of my girlfriends right now. She'll tell me about one of Jamie's parties. Jamie's parties are wild. The boy can party a 22-year-old under the table. He'll be looking at us and say, why you going to sleep, man? We just getting started. Where you going? Man, I know it's 4 o'clock in the morning, but where you going? To bed. Man, we sleep when we die around here because we're going to die early. Allegedly. However, but to hear that Jamie is celebrating his recovery, now let's read the language now. Now this is according to the Jasmine Bread. We're just gonna read between the lines. How about that? We're just gonna have students gather around. It's story time. Remember how the teacher used to put you on the floor, have a little storybook and everything like that, and she sit down, make sure you can't see up her dress. You know what I'm saying? Make sure she cross her legs to the side and she read real slow to you. You know what I'm saying? And I want you to listen because we're looking for reading comprehension. Because when I call on you to ask you a question about what I just read, you better have known it. Otherwise, you can't read. Just because you can read a word, okay, and you can say a word, if you don't understand what it is that you're reading, you can't read. You're illiterate around here, okay? Now, R. Kelly can't do none of that. All right? Now, let's just take it back for a second, okay? Now, Jamie Foxx is celebrating his recovery from the medical complication he was battling back in April. According to reports, the 55-year-old actor hosted the event at the rehab facility in Chicago. I didn't write this. Students, let me know if you're listening. Did you get that? Teddy, did you get that? Teddy said he ain't in this, okay? Hosted the event at a rehab facility in Chicago where he attended on a regular basis due to his medical emergency. Now, to see him just jump out of cars like nothing happened, go saving purses and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? He's swinging golf clubs, just... He seems fine. Renovations on his property. He picking out tile. A higher toilet. The source mentioned that Foxx has been working really hard these last couple of months to get back to normal and has greatly improved since he first got to the facility. However, they also mentioned that Jamie Foxx hasn't completely recovered yet. The source added he is doing some outpatient rehab, though. Now, Top Golf didn't look like he was in rehab. Jumping out of cars to save purses didn't look like he was in rehab. Sitting on the edge of a boat didn't look like he was stable enough. He wasn't paralyzed on one side of his body. In case he would have fell in the water, he knew he could swim. But he's still recovering, and he thinks he's gonna, he's already scheduled the event at the rehab facility in Chicago. Now, Chicago has some of the best recovery centers in the world. Chicago's need for recovery outweighs anywhere else in the United States besides California. But in California, TMZ and them got way too much power down there. That's why we couldn't figure out. I was like, how TMZ ain't get the medical report yet? Did you ever notice that? Think with me, people. Think. Students. Think of Jamie as a bear. And the bear went to get help. But the bear seems physically fine to ride on boats, swim in case the boat hits the dock, a wave hits the boat. He got a cigar in his mouth saying, what's up? His aim at top golfing, it's giving therapy. It's giving therapy, and I cannot sit down for any proposed depositions or subpoenas or court hearings at all. And so even though this happened happened in Atlanta, we thought Chicago would be the place to go in order for him to recover. Now, students, this is a time for me to ask you if you understood, if you were able to comprehend what it is that I read, okay? Now, you have a beginning, middle, and an end, and I want somebody to tell me, all right, what is the main idea of this story here? Put up the chat. Could anybody pick up the main idea to this story? Okay? Raise your hand. I want to see hands in the chat. I want to see hands in the chat. Okay? What is the main idea to this story? And once you figure out the main idea, I need the next person, somebody else, okay? What is the conclusion to this story? What are you picking up? What is your hypothesis? What is your conclusion? Huh? Somebody said clout chasing. You can't read, Drew. Drew, I'm sorry. You need to work on your reading comprehension. V. Bramble, no. Stay woke, rehab. Okay, we got OD. Somebody said misdirection. Somebody said he faking, his nose white, he's sloping. Well, we don't have a definite, but with the things, the words that were keywords, because you know in every story there's always keywords. There's an action word following an action verb and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So when you said the 55-year-old actor hosted an event at the rehab facility, what rehabs celebrate recovery? What rehabs celebrate step by step by step? Now, there's only certain rehabs that will allow you to celebrate when you leave, but not come back and continue outpatient services, but you seem fine when we see you outside. Okay? Now, the source mentioned that Foxx has been working really hard these last couple months to get back to normal. It's giving detox. I say it's giving detox. Now, I want the students to use their imagination. This is where creative writing and creative thinking gets in. And I want you to use the comment section, use your creative imagination, draw from the main idea using the action verbs and nouns in this here reading. And please tell me in your own words what it is that you think that Mr. Jamie Foxx's sources is trying to convey to us, okay? Be creative, be imaginative, and I'll come back to you later. Let's go. Kevin Hart. I see y'all. Y'all be online and y'all saying, how Kevin Hart take Tashak whole concept? I mean, people been saying that. Listen, it's imitation is a form of flattery. Now, do I have time to go toe-to-toe with Kevin Hart and his 14 jobs? I do not. I just have one I have to worry about, which is this one here. Okay? And it's just some people that's just greedy. They just want it all. But see, when you have too many things. Now, this is one thing I did take from Tyler Perry, okay? Tyler Perry said the reason he was so successful is because he focused on one thing. And he still focuses on one thing, okay? Writing and keeping all the money. Writing and keeping all the money. That's it, right? Now, in this particular situation, you know he has a show. I forgot what it's called. I think it's on Peacock or something like that. Don't give me the line. He has a sommelier coming to introduce wine. He's trying to show, you know, black folks in a more wealthier light and things like that, and only focus on the positivity of what black folks do, okay? Now, I have been watching him do these interviews, and they haven't done anything. I mean, he's had Jay-Z in his chair. I think it barely at the time hit 500,000. I said, why? Why do you have these A-listers? I'm sorry, they're not A-listers anymore. Okay? Why do you have this caliber of a celebrity in your chair and you can't seem to get views? Why? You done took my whole concept and watered it down. Dre in the wine cellar. Students, we're going to have a special guest today in class. Dr. Dre, world-renowned producer from the hood, from Compton. There's no one he hasn't worked on or beat on. And we're going to ask Dr. Dre some questions. But when I watch an interview like this with Kevin Hart, and I'm like, you got all this money on this set, you got a white man delivering the wine, it's just, y'all drinking the wine, and you're talking about absolutely nothing. You're asking Dr. Dre, out of everybody he worked with, who was somebody he did want to work with and didn't get to work with? You're talking. Like, I feel that these celebrities are so disconnected that they don't actually know what it is that people want to hear, right? Especially the young folks. Now, I know everybody don't have a stomach for gossip and things like that and comedy and all that stuff. People just sensitive these days, But you got Dr. Dre in the wine cellar. My wine cellar costs all of $500, okay? Every 2 bottles of wine I buy to put on the wall, I get one free. You got $1,000, $3,000 bottles of wine. You done spent all this money on flew Dre in, and you got Dre sitting here after he done had an aneurysm. He done had a divorce. There was a mistress that sued him and kept a side baby. There have been multiple women after woman after woman that has alleged that he has beat their heads in instead of putting beats on their ears. And you want to ask, who is it that he wants to work with that didn't get to work with it when you should have been asking, who is it that he wanted to beat and couldn't beat yet? But you want to come and infringe on what I got going on over here in my little $300 studio. Don't play with me. Now, I don't watch these shows come, and they say, Tasha, you jealous. Don't they always tell me that, James? I'm jealous. Jealous of what? See, the difference between what I do and what they do, see, they got the connections, which is great. That's amazing. But when you built from the ground up and you consistent, when them shows get canceled and gone because everybody's tired of watching y'all rotate the same celebrities to ask them about businesses that don't even have the same business models no more. Okay, when they came up, there was no streaming. There was no Spotify. You couldn't make a beat online. You couldn't make a beat in your house. You asking these old men that don't even know how to work the new tools. You asking them to give out advice that young folks ain't taking because all they beats is the same. You know what I'm saying? These people don't want to know about these people. What we want to know is, how did you get away beating black woman after black woman after black woman, including black media, and you still managed to be a billionaire, sir? That's what we want to know so we can take that into our generation. Now, if you're going to do the wine cellar, do it right, Kevin. Or take your short ass to the house. Now, moving on. Ooh, let me see what they're doing in the comments real quick. Okay, I need some water. I sure need some water. Hold on. I see y'all talking about Sukihana. It's so vulgar. We have to take it on TashaKLive.com. It will not stay up. Y'all know how I did it before. This is bad. What this is going to be, I'm telling you, only the strong going to be able to survive what it is that I got to say about Sukihana out there in London, okay? Y'all stay tuned for that. Who next? Okay. You know what's interesting? Okay, now they're divorcing, and I get it. I like how they've kept most of their marriage out of the public eye. Now, they've been seen together, but you'll never really hear nothing bad that's going on between these two. And I like that about them, and that's how I can respect their marriage. But the issue that I have here with this here divorce, okay, now, granted, they don't owe nobody no explanation as to why they're divorcing, okay? Now, we do know Michael Sterling has had a few issues. I just think he just works too much, you know. He's probably a little chauvinistic. Probably told Eva she don't do nothing. She ain't got no job. You know, all the above. And, you know, once you're a single mom, things just hit different. And when you recognize signs early, especially when you've been around somebody that was allegedly abusive to you, you know what I'm saying? It's just certain things that you're just not going to take, regardless of how, you know, nice you appear, you know, what it is that you do for me. You know, it's a different woman that you see here. And that's why I said single mothers, they don't date. They ain't got time for no games. And they not finna repeat history. So shout out to Eva for doing that, for putting herself first, okay? Whatever it is that she felt that she needed to put first. She initiated the divorce. He's out here getting in DUIs because he wants to save his marriage. She said no, go find somebody else. And now they're here. But what I have an issue with, though, is why was she so gung-ho about changing her daughter, is it a daughter, last name to Michael Sterling? Now, the girl already got a daddy. See how people be doing too much? See how people be doing too much? Now, she had a daddy. Is he the greatest daddy? He's not. But at the end of the day, that's still her daddy. And he's alive. She gets to look him up on the internet. Okay? Now, one thing I respect about Sierra is Sierra, regardless, that baby name's still Future. That baby name's still Future, whatever last name it is, okay? He knows that he has a different father. Now, I know you was trying to do the blended thing, but he wasn't in your life long enough for you to say, you know what, I want my child to have the same last name as my other children that I have by him. And now that you're getting ready to divorce this man, what happens to the baby's last name? Does he get to contest that? What's she going to tell the baby? I'm sorry, your first daddy didn't work out. Your second daddy didn't work out. Don't nobody want you, baby. Like, what? That's it. Yeah, women just doing too much. What you gonna tell that baby? You should have left that baby. I know how it is to have babies. You know, my mama got babies by different men and stuff like that. There's a lot of women out here got babies by different men. You are not the first. You know, and I know you light-skinned, so it's a little unorthodox for you to have babies by different men. But it is what it is. Now you finna go get somebody else and get pregnant too. But you can't just sweep them all and be like, okay, everybody gonna take the next man last name too. You done got rid of her daddy and got rid of the daddy that she know because you don't let her get rid of you don't let her get to know the other daddy because he got issue going on right now. So what is your plan, Eva? What you gonna tell her? Baby, I'm sorry. I know we just gonna change your last name to mine. That's what it should have been. That's what my mama did to me. Howard. My daddy last name, Mitchell. Her last name, Howard. That way there ain't no discretion. She got a mama regardless if you can stick around. They doing too much. That baby would have been fine by that because she would have had everybody like her grandmama last name, your mama last name, your great-grandma last name, granddaddy. She would have felt like, oh, I'm part of the lineage. You know what I'm saying? The family lineage. But now you got to go have a talk with her. And you know he ain't going to want nothing to do with her because he ain't going to want that extra child support, not in this economy. Man, Eva, bye. Moving on. All right. Travis Scott. Give me a second, y'all. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe, and don't forget at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be heading over to TashakLive.com for the second part of the show, Uncensored Raw. And if you want to see that show, please don't forget to subscribe via the website. Then you can download the app, okay? And so we'll see y'all there right after this show at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? Now, why is this damn article not coming up? Hold on for a second, y'all. You know, like I said, listen, I was in court all day, okay? So y'all barely even got this show, but I showed up to work. I did. I sure did, okay? Now, the Egyptians kicked Travis Scott out their damn country. They said, don't you dare, after years and years and all that money you put over there into that Caucasian house, come over here. Try with all that deal. No, sir, no, sir, no, sir. Now, reports are saying the concert at the Giza Pyramids was canceled by the Egyptian Musicians Syndicate. They say you ain't finna come over here and run over our people and trample on them and stuff like that. You got issues in the United States, don't bring that over here, okay? Now listen, the Egyptian Musicians Syndicate is responsible for approving public performances, announced early Tuesday morning that it was canceled by Travis Scott's controversial concert at the Giza Pyramids, which was initially scheduled for July 28th. Now, I don't know what they're going to do about them refunds. I don't, okay? Now, the syndicate president and board have decided to cancel it and issued its permission for such concerts that contradict the identity of the Egyptian culture. Them people don't be playing over there. He read in a statement published by the syndicate early Tuesday. Now, the syndicate is committed to preserving the security and stability of our beloved homeland and rejects any actions that go against its societal values. And the statement clarified in response to social media reports linking the artist to strange rituals. The women look like witches. I'm telling you, this is the Kardashian curse at work. The man can't even go to work. You saw what he did to Kanye. Now he's trying to go over and reestablish his identity, and they said no. Now, especially where the rituals was born at. In Africa, they said, don't bring that over here. Okay? Now, Travis Scott, an American rapper and record producer, intended to debut his new album, Utopia, via live stream during a concert at Giza Pyramids, a historic landmark in Egypt. However, due to boycott campaigns and calls for its cancellation by various social media commentators, the performance was in jeopardy, okay? Amid numerous circulating posts and thousands of comments, Scott was associated with alleged involvement in anti-Egyptian Afrocentrism, agendas, and satanic rituals and actions that were deemed to violate societal values. What? How did he get this information? The dark web? What is it? Travis, is this something that you're doing that we don't know about? Is this something that you got from that there Kardashian household that you still using in order to rebuild up your brand and stuff like that, and you decided to take it over there, and there was a sorcerer, a lead witch that said, you can't come over here with that? You just can't make this up. I just said every man. And you know what's so funny? I think Chloe and Kim filmed a scene on Hulu, and they were just like, we feel horrible that all of our men are just doing horrible. That is not our fault. We wish that they could do better. You know they daddy is no longer around because of their mammy. And then their mammy best friend, she ain't nowhere to be found. So instead of keeping the blood covenant, they decided to keep the money covenant. They're going after your bread, okay? There's something going on there. I mean, this date back to O.J. Simpson. He's the first black man they destroyed. Travis, I don't know what to tell. I don't know. Now, apparently, the tickets was going between $4,000 and $6,500 with over 50 million followers on Spotify. Okay, he's considered a global superstar. Okay? Now, the opposition towards Travis Scott primarily stems from tragic events that occurred during his performance at Astro World Festival in his hometown, Houston, Texas. Now, they've been said that Astro World was given a little demonic. Everybody say that. They say it was too much going on, and they didn't want that type of spirituality over there in their country, okay? They only serve the sun, the water, the moon, the animals, the trees, and God. But not nothing else, okay? No clown faces, no women, none of that. And them tattoos, they ain't even trying to figure out what they mean. I don't feel sorry for him. Moving on. I don't feel sorry for him. And they was trying to charge him for. This is a devastating blow for Travis. I mean, he was just almost indicted by a grand jury saying that he was responsible for offing all them people at his Astro World. I said, how was he responsible when they ran over each other when they heard a gunshot? I mean, that's what people do. Especially black folks, you hear any sound that's unrecognizable. You don't ask questions, you just run. That's why I don't let my children and stuff go down. I don't even go down there. Y'all be talking about, Tasha, why you sitting in the back? I can see everything. And I'm the first out the door. I would have been down there with y'all, sweating and everything. It's a COVID incubation. Measles and all that. All right, listen, after this break, okay, we got Nene leaked son. We got a little exclusive information on that. And then what y'all wanted to know on Carlee Russell, okay? All that and more coming up right after the break. And then at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we definitely going to be talking about Sukiyana Bishop robbery and Miss Jones and her victory because they sued her for about $150 million, okay? All that and more coming up right after the break, okay? Let's go! Azrael. Joycelyn. It's just us against the world. You know that, right? And I need y'all to prove your loyalty to me. Everybody has left me, took my money, and now y'all all I got. And so I'm gonna need you to prove your loyalty to me. Will you prove your loyalty to me? Yeah? Okay. When you eat this, you belong to me. Skits like this plus a lot more wine spill live with me Unwind with Tasha K on stage in Miami on October 20th, 2023 at 8 p.m. I better see the winos at the Flamingo Bar Theater. Grab your tickets. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. and seats are first come, first served within your ticket tier. And if you think I cut up on this here internet, you ain't ready for the shit that's about to go down live on stage. Scan the QR code or get your tickets using the link below. The winos are toasting up in Miami. Purchase now. All right, please throw the ticket emoji in the chat. If you're going to be at our October 20th show, moderators, make sure you are dropping the link so they can directly click to go ahead and get their tickets and worry about your flights later, okay? We going to shut Miami down. Ain't nobody going to get trampled on either, okay? We don't do that. Okay, we abide by the fire marshal's rules. Everybody got a seat where we at. Ain't nobody standing up. You got a seat, okay? Plus, you know, y'all bougie anyway. We older and stuff like that. Ain't nobody finna stand up for 2 hours and watch me talk but me. Don't forget, scan your QR code. Remember, it's a Halloween costume, okay? So we giving out a cash prize to the best Halloween costume. Y'all better beat me because, you know, I'm coming with my costumes now, okay? So listen, I can't wait to party with y'all. Teddy gonna be there too. Let's get it. All right, up next, so real quick. All right, now after, you know, I think it's Brent and Bryson. Bryson's the oldest, right, Jasmine? Okay, I had to ask Jasmine because they do look alike, okay? They both look like they stink. But listen, yeah, I mean, I think there was pictures online that leaked to him, and the girlfriend leaked, you know, he had shit in his drawers and stuff like that. I mean, her sons look like they, you know, you just couldn't go in their part of the house. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you have boys like this and they, you know, they already don't exercise, you know what I'm saying? They just eat, they don't know how to cook clean, they don't shave. You can imagine what between the crack of their ass smell like when the last time they washed their bed sheets. I was saying today, I was thinking, I'm going to tweet online to see how often people clean their toilets at the house. Like, you know, I grew up every Sunday, but I do it 3-4 times a week. Matter of fact, I keep Clorox wipes and Tilex just right there by the toilet so I can turn around. Like, how often do you do that? And these little boys just look like they have never showered unless she went in there and started bitching and told them to. I'm telling you, like they have never used a Q-tip or clean their ears, and she stopped doing it once they hit puberty because they stank too bad, okay? She didn't want to get hot. She didn't want that smell on her, and she had season film. They just give me that. You know what I'm saying? They just give me that. You just don't want to go in their room. The roaches don't even leave their room because they know the roaches going to die if they leave that room. There ain't nothing for them to eat outside that room. That's what they giving. You know what I'm saying? And she just act like she just don't give a damn, you know? Now, you know, I'm glad that Brent has recovered. You know, he had a stroke, I believe. I believe he was very unhealthy, smoking, drinking, and stuff like that. I don't think he had any hardcore problems going on around here. You know what I'm saying? And I can't say for sure, but I just don't think he had all that going on. But by the grace of God, he is still here. Y'all, a round of applause for that. Okay. So, she just lost Greg recently, you know what I'm saying? And, in the process of losing things, she's taking people's husbands and stuff. And now the police is taking her oldest son to jail. Nene can't catch a break. Y'all, we're going to have to pray for Nene at this point. She done lost her job, lost her husband, almost lost her son. And now this son is locked up because apparently they done caught him with, now I can't say that word over here. You can read my lips, right? Just y'all reading Beyonce lips talking about the white girl stink. I saw the videos where that white girl stink over there, and she turned around. I said, B. But did she really stink, though? Because why you still standing there? I would have just walked off, right? You know what I'm saying? So, and so when he got caught by the police, apparently, now this is all alleged because I wasn't there now, he told him that he was his younger brother. So he was just trying to put, after his brother just got out of the hospital fighting for his life, you want to put a charge like that on your brother. Now, unfortunately, because I've done that before over traffic tickets, I was arrested back in... I think it was 2004, and I was riding dirty, same way I'm riding dirty now. Tags expired, and insurance expired, and all that stuff. You just priorities. You feel me? And so, and I'm always choose food, or the club over over things that like that. They feel it's important, but if my car is driving, what are the chances of me getting stopped and pulled over and taken to jail? I may meet a nice officer, and he may say, go, ma'am, just get your stuff taken care of. That's what usually happens, unless you just move into somebody that just don't like black women at all, So, but normally for me, it's always a pat on the back and going a warning, I got a lot of warnings. But, in this situation here, well, back to my situation, I had got pulled over. I had no license, no registration, no insurance. I was on my way to the club. I had on a wig. And I was in a Nissan Altima, and when they pulled me over, they said, what's your name? I gave my sister name. They came back, and then the officer came to the other side, opened the door. He said, Tasha, and I said, huh? He said, get out the car, get on the ground. I didn't know how to lie. I still don't even know how to lie. I still didn't even know how to lie. That man had me on the ground, knee in the back. I said, sir, it's just no issue. You're like I'm moving dope or something around here. Sir, nope, just riding dirty. On my way to the club. That was it. I'm home by 2 because I got to work in the morning. But, yeah, they take that seriously. My sister, to this day, one of my aliases, if you pull me over, is my sister name. And that's what's going to unfortunately happen to Brent because Bryson gave the name, allegedly. Okay, now, Nene can use some things and probably get it expunged, but now he's going to be forever linked, okay? And I know Bullet Boy was probably tired of sharing room. One of them probably is cleaner than the other, you know what I'm saying? But to be tied like this for life legally, now he's going to be like, are there any A-listers you go by? And now he's going to be forever tied. Now, I was contacted by a very trusted source, and they said that he got a problem. They said it's a bad problem. It's a problem to where the skin, baby powder, coconut powder, wheat flour, anything white, chalk, whatever it is, okay? Yeah, they say he got a problem, and it's so bad that he's needing, in order to get higher, and so, and that's a death wish. That's a death wish. I think he needs to be at that rehab that Jamie Foxx is at. I think maybe they can help. I think they can help. I mean, yeah. I mean, if he's celebrating, and we don't know what he's celebrating from, but if he's celebrating so quick and out at Top Golf and doing all these therapeutic exercises like going on the water and saving people and giving back, and now he's having a party in Chicago, thousands of miles away from his house in California to celebrate whatever steps it is, and he still continues his outpatient rehab. If they can help Jamie, they can help Bryson. Okay? Now, I think Nene, instead of, flying that African man around the United States of America and taking him to Ghana, and buying all his meals down there at Bar 1, yeah, and them oxtail places like $65, I think she can afford, a bed for Bryson. Okay? So let's just keep Bryson in our prayers. I mean, it was so bad, they even gave me the dealer's name. I said, now, what we not going to do, okay? What we're not going to do, certain things I just don't snitch on, okay? People love to get high. That's just what it is. So what would I gain from snitching on somebody that sells the very product that they love? They doing that willingly. Nobody's putting a gun to their head telling them to get high. That is a personal choice. Now, if you out here, making children and stuff, then I'm going to give you your name. But this is a grown man. This is a grown man that refuses to wash his ass. So listen. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Moving on. All right, remember, right after this, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be live on tashaklive.com. I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to get this sweat off of me and stuff. I'm going to reorganize myself so I can come and really shut it down over there. Definitely going to be talking about Sukihana, Bishop robbery. You know what I'm saying? Who else we got? Let me see who else we got over there. Let me see. No, I got it right here, Jammer. Okay, JT and Uzi and Saudi B. Ed Sheeran. Okay. Who else? Let me see. Kanye, Ice Cube, and Piers Morgan. Joe Budden and his girlfriend. We even got a little relationship expert over there. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff we're going to be discussing at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on tashaklive.com. Please subscribe via the website if you want to catch the show. And let me know in the chat when you get in there if you new, okay? Put it on the board. New. All right, Carlee Russell. Sad situation. I got a little story to tell you. No, but first, let me stick to the facts here, okay? So apparently, people said that she was taken, okay? Apparently, I don't know if it was her mom that got a call. I do know I reposted the video. They said that she had been missing, and they put out a $25,000 reward for people finding her. They had a GoFundMe. They had searches going on. Apparently, she pulled over on the side of the road, and there was a baby on the side of the road, and she decided to go save the baby. And then somebody on the other end of the phone, I don't know if it was a mama, a cousin, or whatever, heard screaming. That was the last time they heard from her, okay? Now, the family claimed because she was an African-American woman is the reason why they felt like the police in Hoover, Alabama, wasn't taking her serious because she was a black woman. And so they've exhausted all their resources and even got, platforms like mine involved. And, they were putting out very sincere messages, pleadings, please help us to find her. Because, black women are going missing all the time, trans women too. Like, it's a lot of, there's people going missing, black men. I mean, you go to Mississippi, little boys, they finding them hung from trees and stuff like that. I mean, it's just a lot of real demonic stuff going on. And, the first thing that came to mind when it came to Carlee Russell was trafficking, of course, okay? And so people just wanted her home, her family wanted her home, and then now she's home. Okay, now she's home. They said they found her at a hotel. She was at the Red Roof Inn. And she seemed to be unharmed. They took her to the hospital. But then other reports are reporting. Okay, now none of these are, stone cold facts. I'm just kind of reporting what's been out there, what's been already said. Okay, because these, if this turned out any other way, I wouldn't have reported on it at all because I don't report on things when people are trying to grieve. And it's hard enough that they've already lost a loved one, but to turn on the internet and you see somebody like me not allowing you to grieve, that's a problem. So I make sure that I exercise boundaries and proceed with caution with my platform and try not to weaponize it in ways like that, okay? And so apparently they said she walked home. It was a lot of different reports. And, ever since, she's come home, the family has asked for privacy, but they were very vocal about there being a toddler. And there's video footage that released it. Nobody saw a toddler. Nobody saw her get out the car. Nobody saw her car stop. I think her car kept going. I think it stopped for a minute and then kept going. And then they found the car. It was a lot of weird stuff going on for her to return home unharmed, okay? Now, the boyfriend did come out and say, I told you I didn't do it. It wasn't me. Because, that's the first person they looking at is who was she screwing? So he came out quick to clear his, now I told you it wasn't me. Now I apologize before I tell my mama. If you didn't do nothing, you ain't had nothing to prove. That's it. You can't argue with a lie. Just let it go. I ain't do it. That's it. You can't argue with a lie. I say it every day. I ain't got it. That's it. Ain't no lie. It's truth. Nah. So, and then he comes back to say that she was, in fact, taken and she fought for her life and everything. And now the family is sticking to their guns saying, please give us time to allow Carlee to heal. And the police department, they want answers. They down there like this. They in her face like, now where you say you were again? Now, ma'am, this Hoover, Alabama. Everybody know everybody. Now, you got to describe to me who you saw, what the little boy looked like. You know, we can go ahead. We can sit. If you know who your attacker is, you need to tell me right now. They said she needs time. Now, apparently, they done decided to take the cell phone and search. They said that she was researching how to get taken, all types of stuff, okay? And everybody's calling her Jussie Smollett. Okay? Now here's what I'm gonna say. Everybody says she's gonna go to jail. I don't think she's gonna. I don't think she's gonna go to jail. I don't, because she didn't blame anybody. You know, Jussie Smollett blamed somebody. You know, and staged it with other people and everything. You know what I'm saying? Exhausted. Well, she exhausted city resources, so they may get her on that. Here's what I'm gonna say. I remember mental illness is real. I do want to say that. And attention seeking, especially living in social media times, isn't at an all-time. It's inflated. Just like the prices, the home prices, the apartment prices, you know what I'm saying? I remember moving to Florida, trying to rent. They wanted, I think one place wanted $22,000 for me to move in. I said, what? I said, that's more than what my husband put down on the down payment to close on the house we got in Georgia. What are you talking about? And y'all got carpet in here? I better be able to see my face on the floor, so I'm going to put $22,000 down. You know what I'm saying? Everything is inflated now. People are really stressed. They're going through a lot. They don't feel loved. They don't feel connected. Listen to me. I know I'm hating to preach here for a second, but like it's real out here, and people want to know if something were to happen to me, because people think about this all the time, and I know y'all have it. Don't even lie if you ain't have it. If I died tomorrow, what would y'all do? Would you love me? Would you miss me? She trying to see if the boyfriend will move on. Would y'all exhaust resources to come find me? Do y'all love me that much to sacrifice and shut down the entire world to make sure that I'm home because they don't feel loved, because they don't love themselves? And I think here in this situation, that's what we got going on here, hypothetically. I think Carlee is empty inside. I know y'all don't want me getting sentimental, but I got to tell you what it is. Okay? I was bad as a child. I was bad. I'm not bad now, okay? I just use my weaknesses as my strengths now, okay? Now, I was bad as a child. I remember my mama could tell me straight up. The judge told her one time, this was after I had mixed up, I had overheard my mama had talking about like this girl was bigger than her and she beat her up. So she figured out how to beat her, because my mama was little like me. I was like 100 pounds. My mom was 100 pounds. But everybody bigger wanted to pick on us and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So she took some sand, threw it in the girl's eyes, tore her down. Please do not try this at home, okay? And I remember one day, so I got a little creative because it was this big girl that wanted to fight me, you know? And I mixed up salt, pepper, paprika, you know what I'm saying, garlic powder, onion powder, seasoned salt, Lowry's, all of that, you know what I'm saying? And I took it to school and I threw it in the eye. And I whooped her. And then I was right before the judge, and he said, if I see your daughter one more time, she going away. So you better fix her or I'm going to fix her. My mom was like, oh, no. So she decided to put me in this little area. I was probably like maybe 13, 14. This little facility was called Life Management in Panama City, Florida. If you're from Panama City, Florida, you know what life management is, okay? So she decided to put me in life management. And over there, I saw some real bad kids. I thought I was bad. These girls were bad. They was my age. They was already screwing. Their boyfriends was like 22, 25. I just like to fight. I just like to talk shit, tell jokes, and fight. That's it. That's all. Same shit I do now. Same shit. But I just do it legally, somewhat, now. The courts aren't involved as much now, you know. So I found an outlet for what I do is entertaining. Like I said, I used to be in the gym all day just busting jokes. And I bust too many jokes and they can't take it, you know? But I remember when because I had seen so many children in there, and they either had boyfriends, they were sleeping with the people that worked at the facility. They had us all medicated. I remember they gave me something called Zoloft, and it made my brain rattle. They was trying to fix a chemical imbalance. I was like, ain't nothing wrong with me. I just want to talk and be creative. And if you try me, I'm going to whoop ass. Tell to leave me alone. That's why I tell people now, just leave me alone. Won't start nothing, won't be nothing. But back to how my story fits into Carlee. When I came home, before I came home, there was this little girl. She was anorexic. And I remember she got a lot of attention because she was anorexic. People used to hug. The staff members used to sleep in her room, make sure she ate her food. They would feed her. Like, she got treated like a baby. I was like, I don't get treated like that. I'm 13 years old. Like, why she get all that attention? So when I got home, I got creative, and I was like, I'm going to be anorexic. So I stopped eating, and I lost a lot of weight. And now my grandmama, she black, rest her soul. But I couldn't do what the white girls could do, which I thought I could, but it didn't work that way. So I decided to stop eating. My grandmama was like, oh, so you're not hungry? I'm like, no, and then I remember one day I showed her my stomach. I was like, look at my stomach, it's so nice. But then my mama came home, and my mama was like, you're not eating? I was like, no, I'm throwing up and stuff like that. I just, I don't want to live. And my grandma was like, stop lying. You just told me you was losing weight and you had a flat stomach. And I said, damn, she had to bust me out like that. I was just trying to get a little sympathy. I was trying to get a little love, a little attention. Kids do that. They'll do stuff to test, to see how much you love them, how much you're going to pay attention to them. And if they can see other people get attention, they'll do it. Now, that's a child. But then we got a lot of adults around here and adult bodies that still have child minds, and I think that's what's going on with Miss Carlee here. For her to have the research, so the police say, according to the police, that they found how to get taken, how to fake getting taken on her phone, that goes to show there's some voids going on deep down, and she just wants to know the same thing wives want to know. How soon would you marry after I die? Six months, a year. How soon would you screw after I kick the bucket? That's it. And I think she more so did it for her boyfriend. You just want to get a drastic reaction. Now, I think instead of them sending her away, I think maybe they need to send her to a mental health institution, let her get some help, let her recenter herself, and prove that she don't need to go through such extreme measures just to see if people love her. Obviously, the world loves you. You're a beautiful woman, a beautiful girl. You black, you one of us, and of course we're going to ride for you. But for you to have to go out here and do this, if the man you got to question the man's love for your child. He ain't the one. Now y'all let Carlee rest. Please, y'all, don't take it. Don't be hard on her, because that's exactly what's going on. It's just a little attention seeking. It's just a little attention seeking. That's all. She just wanted to feel a little love. And she got the love. She's probably embarrassed right now. And when people do have mental health issues, this can send them further down. And I just don't think it's just worth that. She's home. She's alive. And hopefully she won't try no shit like this no more. And now I gotta go. Don't forget to get your tickets October 20th to see me live on stage in Miami, okay? All right, I think the moderators are putting the link in the chat. If not, scan the QR code here or go to ticketspice.com/TashaK on stage. Purchase your tickets now. Worry about your flights and stuff later, because it's in October. We do have a costume contest as well, okay? We are about to head over to TashaKLive.com at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll take me a little break before we get started. Recuperate, regenerate, and everything like that. Just kind of get mentally centered so y'all don't have me out here attention seeking like Carlee. Trying to figure out if y'all love me. Because I don't care. I love myself. I don't need you. And I got titty. Now, we're gonna head over there at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to see the second part of the show, please use the website to subscribe. Okay, then you can download the app and stream it everywhere. Okay, we're definitely gonna be talking about Sukihana. Definitely gonna be talking about Miss Jones beating her lawsuit and things like that. We got a whole list of topics over there, uncensored, raw, and unfiltered. So if you are new and you're used to me not cussing and being so vulgar, it goes down over there. Okay, it really, really goes down. You're gonna see a whole nother side. You're gonna see the side of Tasha that got sent to life management. Okay. And so, with that being said, thank you all so much for watching, okay? Thank you to my co-host, thank you to Jasmine, thank you to everybody, okay? I love y'all so much. I hope you enjoyed today's show. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you have tips on your favorite celebrities, please feel free to send me an email via unwinewithtashak@gmail.com as you always do, or just hit me in the DM on Instagram. That's where I stay. I literally live. I got a pillow and blanket on the floor, a pallet on the floor over there in the Instagram DM, okay? Also, if you want to advertise on the platform, please feel free to send me an email via ads@tashaklive.com. Also, guys, if you have a story that you want to share, maybe you want to air it on my platform, something that you've overcame, something that you're going through, if you've been scammed, whatever it is, okay? Please feel free to write in at stories@tashaklive.com, okay? Maybe you want to do a documentary piece or something, let us know, okay? Again, please, guys, don't forget to follow me everywhere you see Unwind with Tasha K and Tasha K, all right? And with that being said, I will see y'all at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on TashaKLive.com. Don't forget to go to the website. And for those of y'all that are not coming, I'll see y'all Friday, okay? Because you know it's time for a little fuckery, okay? And with that being said, now I gotta go. Cuss my ass out.